Hello, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine, and I welcome you all in the very first class of this session of English. So, today we are going to read the lesson number 1, The Chocolate Room, from your English textbook Roots and Wings. The author of this lesson is Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl written a very renowned book, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and this lesson is the interesting excerpt from the book. A movie based on the book has been a big hit among moviegoers in the recent past. The main characters of these lessons are Willy Wonka, who was an eccentric chocolatier, and 5 children who came to visit the factory of Willy Wonka with their parents after getting the golden ticket. The first child was Charlie Bucket. A good boy belongs to a poor family. He lived with his bedridden maternal and paternal grandparents as well as his parents. But he is very respectful towards everyone in his life. And the second child's name was Augustus Gloop. He was a very fat and a greedy boy. Whatever he saw, he always swallowed it. Erica Salt, who was a spoiled child and demands everything she wants. She was very stubborn and she demanded whatever she wants. Violet Bergade is a girl who chews gum all the time. And the last child is Mike Tavy, who loves watching television. Willy Wonka had a plan to find an heir as he was the owner of a chocolate factory. So he planned to hide a golden ticket in each of the 5 packets of chocolate, and he exported these 5 chocolates into the different parts of the world. All children got the golden ticket and they visited the factory of Willy Wonka. Gradually, all 4 children get eliminated and only Charlie wins the prize, and the prize was the chocolate factory. So, let us find out what happened in the chocolate room, how Charlie won the golden ticket and made the honor of the chocolate factory. As they visited the factory, Willy Wonka took them to the room and said, "This is an important room," and he took a bunch of keys from his pocket and slipped one into the keyhole of the door, and he said that this is the nerve center of the whole factory. The heart of the whole business is this. As soon as Mr. Wonka opened the door, 5 children and others pushed their way in, and they were so delighted to see the scene there. They were looking down upon a lovely valley with green meadows on either side, and along the bottom of it flowed a great brown river, and that brown river was chocolate. Halfway long the river was a big waterfall, a very steep cliff over which the water curled and rolled in solid sheet. Then it went down into a boiling, churning whirlpool full of froth and spray. The last, most astonishing sight was just below the waterfall. About a dozen enormous glass pipes were dangling down into the river from somewhere high up in the ceiling and sucking up the brownish muddy water from the river. Nobody could guess where they were carrying it to, since the pipes were made of glass and we can see the liquid bubbling and flowing in the pipes. Above the noise of the gushing waterfall, the incessant, sucking sound of the pipes could be clearly heard. With this, there were graceful trees and bushes grew along the river banks. There were weeping willows and alders, tall clumps, rhododendrons with their lovely pink and red and mauve blossoms. All these were the species of the trees and shrubs, and there were thousands of buttercups that grew. Buttercups is a herbaceous plant with bright yellow cup-shaped flowers. Then Willy Wonka suddenly began to dance up and down and pointed his golden topped cane at the green brown river, and he shouted, "Look at there, all that is chocolate. Every drop of that river is hot melted chocolate of the very finest quality. There is enough chocolate in there to fill every bathtub in this entire country as well as the swimming pools." Everyone was so astonished. Then Mr. Wonka continued, and they explained the working method of the instrument that is present in that room. Then, all of a sudden, they heard screams of excitement from Veruca Salt, who was pointing out the other side of the river. And they saw the other side of the river, the little man. His name was Oompa Loompa. Oompa Loompa was a native of Loompa land and a fun-loving dwarf with an orange complexion and green hair. The Oompa Loompas were tiny men about as high as child's knee, and they had a funny long hair. One of the little men pointed at the children and whispered something to the other man, and all of them burst into the laughter. Then Charlie asked Mr. Willy Wonka that all are real or not. Then Mr. Wonka answered, "Of course, they are real people. They are Oompa Loompas." I hope you have totally understood this story and try to solve the exercise that given in the book. I will meet you soon. Till then, adieu. Take care.